Hello everyone. One day I decided I'm going to build my own humanoid robot instead of waiting for the tech giants to take over the world. So this is my Robot 5 and I'm just a human. And today I'm gonna show you how I built this humanoid neck. Since I've already made robotic eyes, I thought naively to myself that making a humanoid robot neck couldn't be that hard. All I had to do was look at how steep normal necks can tilt, and then add actuators that was strong enough to carry the neck. So, without thinking that much about it, I made a CAD sketch with 4 parts. The bottom part that controlled the Z-axis rotation, the middle part that controlled the X-axis rotation, and the top part which controlled the Y-axis rotation and is connected to my robotic eyes that I did in a previous video. I modified the lengths to make it look as natural as possible, but of course a real neck has a lot more muscles. I've seen some other examples of necks that have way more complexities, like this one for example that uses a real 3D printed spine. But I went for a more minimalistic approach, because unless I need to make it more complex, I won't make it more complex. Then I checked that I could rotate the specified angles in all directions, and then I could just print it out. And after some print time, it was finally time to evolve. I connected my desktop to the RPI with SSH like I did to control the eyes, and with the same logic I could just upgrade my GUI to control the neck. Alright, let's test it. Z-axis left, Z-axis right, X-axis left, X-axis right, Y-axis left, and Y-axis right. Great, it works. But I noticed some problems. I won't name all of them, but a big one was that the Z-axis could sometimes jitter uncontrollably at certain angles. This isn't actually my first footage, because in my first footage I didn't actually have this stabilizer. So I built this stabilizer to mitigate just that jitteriness. Sadly, it didn't work that well, because the distance wasn't completely perfect. I decided to just program the servo to shut off whenever it had moved its distance, but that won't work in the future, obviously, when the neck is in a sideways position, for example. But overall, the neck works, and I am happy with this week's work. Okay, so what's next? In the future, I want to try out the bell bearings, because I think they can help stabilize the servos more without them having a constant load. I also had an idea to use springs for the X and Y axis rotations here and here, because that could also help stabilize the neck without too much constraint. That would also make the robot be able to sleep in a stable position. The Y-axis is also not strong enough to carry up the whole head, so that is also a reason to maybe use springs or something similar. Anyways, next time I'm gonna install the ears and the mouth for Phi, aka the mic and speakers. That will probably be pretty exciting, because then I could also integrate my local AI into the software. Anyways, please let me know if you have any better ideas of how I could improve the neck. Alright, see ya.